All right, let's go to Ann in Salt Lake City. What's up, Ann?
Hey, living the dream. How are you, Dr. John?
Me too. Are you a YouTuber also? Because, man, it is awesome over here. Oh, you're like, no, I've got a real job.
Not.
Hey, so what's up? How can I help?
Hey, so my husband has been binging and purging to lose weight. How do I talk to him about how dangerous this is to his health, even though all he's seeing is the result and losing weight?
Yeah, it's hard because it works, right?
Yeah.
So how long has it been going on?
He started as kind of a coping mechanism a couple years ago, and we were kind of going through some marriage issues, and I didn't realize that he had went back to it once he was getting serious about losing weight.
Okay.
So I would say for the weight, it's been about, I would say 4 to 6 months.
Is it daily, weekly? How often?
I would say bi-weekly.
That you know of, right?
Yeah, that I know of. When he feels like he fell off the wagon and he's eaten too much that week or whatever, or I'll bring home pizza because I want to surprise him. He'll just go do that, and it's
So I have some questions to ask you, but I want to be really careful about how I ask them. One is I don't want to set a precedent for other people listening to the show that these are always appropriate questions in every situation. And I don't want you to hear them as shaming questions, okay? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
You brought it up. So if you have a husband who's struggling with disordered eating and he's really working towards a goal, how would a surprise of pizza be helpful or loving for him?
It's not.
It sounds like a thing that's a surprise for you because I love pizza. I love bringing it home. It doesn't sound like that is y'all two on the same page for let's do something together for both of us. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Did he wrestle with disordered eating years before? Or body dysmorphia?
No.
Is he struggling with his self-image? Or is it just something that he took on when did you almost lose your marriage?
Yes.
Was there infidelity involved?
No.
No? What happened?
We're pretty young, and we've only been married 5 years this year. And so just a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, there you go. We all did it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so, and just some trust issues. And so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the way forward, I think. I think twofold. Number one, the conversation is not you need to stop doing X, Y, and Z. All right?
Mm-hmm.
When that happens, immediately it's fight or flight. He's under attack. And the ability to hear you is off. The ability to process logically what you're saying is off. The ability to respond clearly is off, okay? It's all about survival. And sometimes survival is destructive behaviors. All the time survival is a flow of cortisol and adrenaline that just melts our bodies from the inside out when it's pervasive, okay? My guess is he's been doing that for a long, long time. So the conversation is less about, hey, you got to stop doing this, and more, here's what I need. Here's what I need. I need the man that I love to stop killing himself, which is what he's doing. I need this. So we're not judging his character, right? He's clearly hurting and he's sick and he's covering up. And I don't think this makes him a bad guy or weak or a coward. I think he's really hurting. Sounds like he's sick. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yep.
Have you felt him to be weak and a coward and just quit doing this? It's disgusting.
No.
What are you feeling towards him?
I'm feeling I'm feeling scared for him and kind of disappointed in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know some of it is emotional. And
a huge component of it is emotional. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help him or be there for him.
Right.
in the way he needs. I can't lose the weight for him, and I can't, yeah.
That's right. So there's a powerlessness to that you have to feel. If you try to avoid that powerlessness, that avoidance comes out in rage and anger and yelling and mean looks, okay? So own that powerlessness and then divert that energy after you've owned it for a season. And a season's like a day or a couple of days, right? It's not like a year. And look at, unless it may be a year, look at him and know the only thing I can control is Ann. And so what he needs right now is somebody who loves him, probably 3 or 4 or 5 people who love him, who will circle up and say, hey, here's just the data. We love you. And as people who love you, we need you to love yourself as much as we do. We need you to stop killing yourself. And if you're willing to get well, I'm willing to walk through hell with you, arm in arm. And I'll go with you. I'm prepared to do that because I love you. That's the conversation forward, not, what'd you eat today? Did you have any, did you put sauce on it? That's you know what I mean? And especially not bringing pizza home to celebrate. Where does he get in mind? And that's not the only thing you bring home, by the way, is it?
No.
A lot of times when one person in a couple loses weight, the other person resents them because they have to change their life. My wife for a season was really frustrated that she couldn't just keep a bag of cookies in the house. It was annoying for her because she's not the problem. I was. And until she made peace with it. And then she hides stuff from me too, by the way. I find that every once in a while. That's not super healthy. But she ultimately made peace. I love him more than this. If I need a cookie, I'll go get one. And by the way, I don't need those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times when somebody's losing weight, trying to go on this journey, they feel the disdain of their partner, and it just spins that shame cycle up more. That not only am I, and I'm saying things that imaginary things, not only am I disgusting, not only am I unhealthy, not only am I not attractive, now I'm also like taking away my wife's ability just to enjoy dinner, the dinner that she wants to have. And that cycle of shame sends somebody, you see what I'm saying? Sends them straight to destructive behaviors.
Yep.
Would you be willing to go all in with him?
Oh, absolutely.
Did he learn the idea that he needs to lose weight?
Just from looking at pictures of himself, and he just doesn't feel he wants to get back to the way he was in high school. And and we have been working out together and trying to eat better together. And
So what I'll tell you is I've been in this game for 20-something years, and I'm just now signing up for yet another coach. I can't do it by myself. And he was on the show, my buddy Lane Norton, who's he's like set national records for weightlifting, and he's the protein guru. He's entering the nationals again. And in fact, by the time this comes out, nationals will probably be over. And he got a coach. And so I would tell you, if y'all are being serious about it, it's time to get some professional help and stop just looking at YouTube clips. And also, your husband's got to go see somebody. And I think that starts with a couple of y'all, people who love him, surrounding him and saying, hey, we love you enough to tell you that we're watching you kill yourself. And we don't want to watch that anymore. We love you too much. And it's really important for you. I would spend some time writing down, what do you need? How can he help meet your needs? And vice versa. How can you help meet his needs? I think it'd be really important for you to sit down and say, I have not helped, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to bring ice cream and cookies and pizza home anymore. Let's get with a coach and get an actual diet plan that's going to work for us. Not a diet plan, but it's just a structured eating, a healthy eating plan moving forward. I think diets are stupid. Let's get a plan moving forward that we're both going to be on the same page. And there is going to be days we're frustrated. There's going to be days we're annoyed, and we're going to keep plugging along. And he's going to have to deal with the mental health aspect of his disordered eating. Okay. All of that starts with connection. All of that starts with love. All of that starts with a group of people saying, I'm on your team. And that starts with you looking him in the eye and saying, I'm ready to go to hell and back if you are, because I'm in.